Suppose a will states to A for life, then to B, but if X and Y events occur to B, then to C. This language creates a vested remainder interest in B, but provides it will divest if X and Y occur. In the matter of Krooss, the court considered whether a will with this framing meant the vesting of B's interest was contingent on both X and Y not occurring. Hermann Krooss died in 1932. Herman was survived by his wife Eliese, son John, and daughter Florence. Herman's will gave his estate to Eliese during her lifetime, with the power to use it for her support and maintenance. Upon Elise's death, the remainder of Herman's estate would go to John and Florence, absolutely and forever. Herman's will stated that in the event either of his children died before his wife's death and left descendants, the descendants would take the share of his estate their deceased parent would have taken. Florence died in 1947 without leaving descendants. Eliese died 3 years later. Florence's husband, the executor of her estate, brought an action in surrogate's court against John, the executor of Elise's will and administrator of Herman's estate. In construing Herman's will to determine whether Florence's husband had standing, the surrogate determined that Florence's interest was vested at her father's death, subject to be divested only if Florence predeceased her mother and left descendants. Only one of these conditions occurred. That is, Florence predeceased her mother but didn't leave descendants. Therefore, the surrogate concluded Florence's interest remained vested and passed under her will. Thus, Florence's husband was entitled to bring the action. The New York Supreme Court Appellate Division modified the decision, saying the will imposed the condition that each remainderman, meaning Florence and John, must survive the life beneficiary Eliese. Because Florence died without children before Eliese, the condition wasn't met, and Florence's interest wasn't vested. Therefore, as to Florence's share in the remainder, Krooss died intestate. Florence's husband appealed to the New York Court of Appeals.